everyone. In today's video, we will learn how we can make two-finger touch lamp using basic electronic components like an IC 7805, which is called voltage regulator, a transistor, which is basically the NPN type, and a resistor, LED as a lamp, and a battery. Okay. So first thing first, what I will do, I will explain you how these things works. Basically, this particular thing here, which is called a voltage regulator, which means it can regulate the amount of voltage which has been given to it. This like it is a 3-terminal device. So if we connect the 1, 2, 3, this one here is called input, which is on which people basically give 9 or 12 volt of input. This particular thing is called ground, and the last basically will call as an output. Okay, IGO. Now we will connect 9 or 12 volt on this pin. This is ground, and this one is output. Means if we connect 9 or 12 volt in this particular terminal, then the output will be of 5 volt. Why? Because this voltage regulator has a name 7805. That last digit basically shows how much amount of voltage it will be regulating. Okay. Now the other thing here is called a transistor. Basically, let me explain what is a transistor. Transistor is an electronic component which is used to amplify a particular signal, or it can use a switch for a particular signal. Okay, so how these things are basically made? It is a type of NPN transistor, which means we have let me tell you, there are two type of semiconductor materials. Material are of 3 types: conductors, insulators, and semiconductors. Semiconductors are basically 2 types. There is one type which is called N type, and the other one is called P type. So the transistors are basically made in this way. They are being sandwiched. If we are talking about NPN transistor, that means N will work as a first bread. The other N will be work as a second bread, and the base, which is basically the P type of material, will be work as a filling. So if we will sandwich that particular thing, we will make a transistor. Okay. Now here there are 3 terminal. It is also a 3-terminal device, which is like emitter, base, and collector. I will not go into this because it's a higher engineering thing. So you have to know this only, that it's a transistor which acts as an amplifier or as a switch. Okay. Now we have a resistor here. There is a LED, okay, which will work as a lamp for us, and we have a 9 volt of supply. So how we will make the circuit? First thing first, we will connect this positive to the emitter, to the input terminal of the voltage regulator. Then this output, which is basically 5 volt, will be connected to the emitter terminal. Okay. In the next go, we have this ground here. We can connect directly it to a 9 volt negative terminal, and in the other hand we have this collector terminal. So we will connect this particular collector terminal to the resistor. Okay, resistor's one terminal, and the resistor's other terminal will be connected directly to the positive of the LED. Okay, so there we have left with this particular negative terminal. So we will connect this negative with the battery's negative. And now what are the terminals which we will be touching and the lamp will be glowing? This is the terminal. This base, we will keep this guy open. Okay, and we will also keep this particular terminal open, so that when we touch these 2 terminals, the LED, which is basically lamp, will start glowing. Okay, now I'm going to explain you the basic basically this particular whole circuit with physical components right now. Okay, so we have now each component which we have to use for making this particular touch lamp. Okay, we have a LED, 7805 IC, NPN transistor, a resistor, a battery with a connector, some jumper wires. So in the first thing, what we will do, we will insert this IC 7805 like this. Okay, this NPN transistor facing towards you, the flat surface should be facing towards you, and this resistor, we will directly connect one terminal of resistor to the collector terminal of the NPN transistor. We have a battery here. So now what we will do, in the first thing we will do is we will connect this positive terminal of the breadboard to the input terminal of the 7805 IC, and then we will connect this 5-volt output. Basically I will use this one, okay, 5-volt output to this particular pin of NPN transistor. Like this, I have connected it properly. Okay, in the next video, what I will do, I will connect this battery to here, and to here we have connected the battery properly, like that. Okay, now we will connect this thing here, positive of the LED here, and the negative will always be connected to the ground, just like that. Okay, we have connected it. Now we have used at this particular terminal as an output. Why? Because as I have told you in the circuit, this should remain free. Okay, the next thing, we will ground this terminal of 7805 to the ground, like this. Okay, and we will connect a wire to the base terminal of the NPN transistor, like this. Now if we touch these two terminals, the LED should be glowing like this. Look, it is glowing. For seeing it particularly, I'm going to do here, as I will touch these two, the LED will start glowing like this. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, share to the people who you want to share it. Thank you so much for joining.